Hello, hello, hello. Lana Love here. 12:21 p.m. on Saturday, January 10th, 2026. And I have hit record. Yes, this is hit record with Psychic Songbird. I just started this yesterday. So today is just the second one. And guess what today is? Today is my legal birthday, January 10th, 2026. I was born 59 years ago and 6 days ago, actually on January 4th, in Vietnam during the Vietnam War, to an American soldier and a Vietnamese lady. They were 19 and 21 respectively. And I just wanted to mention that as I hit record with Psychic Songbird. That's me, Lana Love, aka also known as Psychic Songbird, Matchmaker Medium, Universal Bachelorette Unlimited. Yes. Still single, still open, still available, still in receiver mode, not chasing, not expecting, just allowing and flowing, free flowing. That's what I'm doing today, because that's what I do after I hit record. I free flow. And we decided that Hit Record with Psychic Songbird is going to be the name for this series versus Free Flow. That is being reserved for something else we'll be doing later. We'll probably be doing. I'm not going to commit fully to that until it comes back to me in full resonance. Because I no longer do anything that does not resonate with me. And right now, what resonates with me is to bring the... I gotta move my chair a little bit here. It's 53 degrees in Austin, Texas today. It suddenly got very cold. Very cold. So I am wearing a nice heavy jacket, and I've got a space heater pointed directly on me. And we're gonna bring in the hemp family here. They are my family, the plants. They are soul family to me. I have soul contracts with these plants, marijuana, cannabis, hemp. And it's been super duper fun allowing them to share their insights, give me ideas for some really cool inventions. Yeah, they are so fun. All right, so let's light up. Let's see if I can do this without the match going out. I've switched to using matches instead of a lighter, instead of breathing in all of that lighter fuel. Okay, stay lit. There we go. I wanted y'all to experience. That's great bubblegum. Sour Stash grape bubblegum. 2 grams THCA hash whole pre-roll. Sativa. Sativas are my favorite because they bring out the creativity in me. Oh my gosh, they inspire so much creativity. Yeah. And because I set the intention to work with the plants, to gain more wisdom, more insights, more ideas, it happens. Intention is everything. Intention is everything. And frequency is everything. Frequency actually is everything. I think that's a truer statement than intention is everything. Because you can have the intention, but if you're not at the frequency to be able to align with what you intend, it's not going to happen. So frequency is everything. Without the intention, you wouldn't be aligning with the frequency that brings you everything you want. All your dreams come true. That's what's happening. That's what's happening right now with me, Lana Love, Psychic Songbird, as I transmit this energy, put this love out there into the world. Yes. Love, 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 and so much more love. Why? Because I want to be surrounded by love. I want to have so much love in my life. That it's hard to describe as I sit here and feel the feeling of what it feels like to have all that love around me. And honestly, you know, I'm imagining it because I really don't know for real. I haven't had it in this lifetime, so how can I imagine what it feels like if I've never had it? Right? How can I imagine? All I can do is imagine. I can pretend. I can pretend that I know. So I'll just pretend. And as I pretend, and as I imagine, and as I intend, I attract, I magnetize that love to me. See, look, there's Lizzie wanting to come out. Come on out, Lizzie. She prefers it when I open the door for her. Just saw exactly 7 minutes. Carrie's looking at Lizzie like, okay, just don't be bothering me now, all right? I'm doing real well here, sitting on my heated blanket out here, and so don't be coming and bothering me. 7:17 on the timer. Hey, Lizzie, how's it going, baby? Carrie's just chilling there. We are literally chilling out here in this cold weather. It suddenly shifted last night. It was really nice and warm. Yesterday was starting to come down. High of 68 yesterday. Today the high is 59. But last week it was 78, 80. It was beautiful and sunny. Hello, Lizzie. I love you. Carrie. Hey, sweetie. And Hazel's inside the kitten. She is so sweet. So I've got 3 cats. I'm sitting right now in Georgetown, Texas. This is what we do when I hit record. We just flow. And hey, if you're not here for all of it, it's okay. But you might miss something really good. I couldn't tell you for sure because I'm truly just flowing. I'm just allowing whatever wants to come through me in the moment. And I guess maybe I said that because I feel like there are some golden nuggets that are going to be coming through. Ooh, I got a gut tug. That's yes. That's my body's way of saying yes. My soul says, yes, we've got some golden nuggets coming through. Stay tuned in. And I am. In fact, let's get a little more tuned in. How does that sound? Why not? Why not? Let's have fun. I'm here to have fun. Truly. I've worked my ass off at so many things. I have such a fucking strong work ethic that I've applied it to my spiritual journey. And oh my gosh, that was the best place to apply my work ethic on my spiritual journey. I've had so many people in my past tell me I just needed to focus because I have so many ideas, so many fun things I'm working on. Those words never resonated. Just focus. No! Instead, you know what I do? Be nice, Carrie. Carrie, she's just hanging out on the ledge. She's not bothering you. You hear me. I hear it. I see your ears. You've got that nice warm blanket. She's got a heated blanket out here because she doesn't like to go inside with the other two cats. Carrie, everything's cool out here. We're good. Lizzie's fine where she is on that ledge. You let her be, okay? She's just hanging out. And Carrie's looking down like, I know you're right, but it still bugs me she's up there. I don't want her there. Now Liz is getting up and she's... Are you going back in, Lizzie? Aw, Carrie. Why are you making Lizzie go inside? I loved having her out here with us. Are you happy now, Carrie? Lizzie's gone now. Carrie, I love you too, but I love them too. What's up with you? How come you can't get along with them? I don't know, but you know, I'm sure it's just a phase, and got to allow it. We got to allow our phases. You don't want to try to force yourself out of a phase before you're complete. Let it complete, or else it's just going to keep coming back. But definitely close up those loops when you're ready. I've been doing that. That's what's been happening for me. Oh my goodness. I've closed a few loops. And I closed a big one today. I'm feeling so much space inside. So much neutrality. I can truly say, I'm no longer I am no longer focused on any particular outcome. Way more so now than I ever was before, especially before today. I was focused on an outcome. Well, I'm going to say there was an outcome I wanted, and I was totally okay with it not happening. But what I really got clearly today, interesting, 0110, that's the date today, January 10th. That's a mirrored number. Twin flames. I'm on this twin flame journey, this sacred union, love journey. Seeking Sacred Union. .substack.com or simply .com, seekingsacredunion.com. My love story that I've been sharing. And I've had visions of what I saw. And as I allowed those to play out, they actually did play out to where, for example, Brad Womack, I saw him in 2007 on The Bachelor, and I thought, oh, he's the perfect guy for me. And my soul led me to him. I met him, reached out to him several times for over a decade, and he never approached. So another vision came to me of another compatible, aligned soul who I felt something in the 5D that kept leading me to him, including spirit communication from his wife, who transitioned on January 23rd, 2018. We're coming up to the 8-year anniversary of that in a couple weeks. And it's all real for me. And I can get why some people might think I'm crazy or not believe it. There's no way it could be real. And I appreciate those of you who have said, I believe you believe it's real. Because it is real for me. And also what's real for me is that even though spirit can guide me toward someone I desire, someone I think would be really fun to explore a relationship with, we all have free will. So if that man chooses not to respond to me, well, That's become a clearer sign than it has been to me in the past, because I've allowed no response to be not yet. I'm not ready to respond yet. And me wondering, I wonder what the response will be then when he is ready to respond. Because I guess I couldn't see how, for me, I could not leave somebody hanging who is reaching out to me repeatedly. And it's super duper clear. Super clear. What they want from me. I wouldn't leave them hanging or wondering. I'd just tell them. I'll tell you what, we can meet and have lunch. I really don't think there's going to be anything that's going to come of this, so I don't want you to get your hopes up. Or I'm at this place in my life where I just don't want to entertain having you in my life. Just being honest. I'd rather have that than nothing. So I wouldn't leave a guy hanging and wondering. And if I have in the past and you've been on the other end of that, I am so sorry. I apologize. Because I know I have not always been mindful and thoughtful of other people's feelings. And when I know better, I do better. And if you don't see me doing that, call me out on it. I'm okay with that. But be kind. Be loving. Be compassionate. And that's all I'm asking for. I guess I feel like no reply isn't very kind. It's not very compassionate. It's not very loving. So that's not how I would do it. What I'm learning is I gotta let people be who they are. Let them respond in the way they want to respond, and then decide for myself, is that what I want in my life? To put energy toward people who don't want to put energy toward me. No, I don't want that. So why do I still keep putting out energy toward people who don't reciprocate? Why? What's at the core of that? You know what? I want to ask Team Quad. I'm going to go get my tablet and I'm going to ask, what's at the core of this? Because when I can see it, when I can be fully aware of it, then I can shift it. And to be honest with you, I'm flowing right now. And whatever I just said has escaped my mind. Probably because I'm not meant to go get a tablet and ask Team Quad. In fact, I'm moving toward my cards right now. I have tarot cards here. I have oracle cards here. I have runes. I have a pendulum. And okay, we're being guided toward the fairy tale tarot. This is the Inner Child cards of Fairy Tale Tarot. This is what I'm being guided to. And ow, these outdoor chairs that have metal arms, I cover them up with blankets. I need to do that. I just got here yesterday. I need to cover them up with blankets because I whack my arm on them and I bruise easily. I don't have a bunch of padding anymore ever since I detoxed and cleansed, starting that back in 2016. Oh my gosh, changed my life. All of the results are on Loopy Poopy on YouTube, and I'm going to recreate it on Substack. Loopy Poopy, Poopee. Loopy Poopy. Warning, it's gross because it's real. It's what I released out of my physical body. And my physical body tells me things. I get so many messages from my physical body. And I listen. So it doesn't need to get to a point where it's screaming at me, if you know what I mean. It's my belief we can avoid advanced stages of dis-ease in our body if we actually listen to our body and take action on what the body is wanting. I'm still shuffling these cards. Are we ready yet? Okay, I'm getting a gut check. All right, is it going to flip out or am I going to pick it? I guess I'm going to pick it. Okay, we're going to split the deck. 4 of Hearts. All right, let's read and see what this one is all about. 4 of Hearts. Sunken treasures, lost hopes, broken hearts, and tearful goodbyes are all aspects of the emotional journey one must encounter in life. Though these times are painful, the ever-transforming tides of hope exist within them. A broken heart is an open heart. When we are willing to allow deep emotions to flow, there is invariably a gift of love at the other side. Sorrow brings the tidings of joy. This is the bittersweet aspect of love. The gentle mermaid in this card has lost her hope. The boat she was guiding during a storm has sunk, and her winged heart locket is broken. In time, she will look up and see her 3 friends riding on dolphins, coming to her rescue. What seems lost will be regained as she reconstructs and discovers a new foundation of faith and hope in herself and in life. Often, we cannot see the forest for the trees. Treasures that lie before us cannot be found until we are able to discover them. This card may be describing an emotional situation for you. Allow yourself the time to feel these emotions. Honor your process of introspection. With faith and hope, a new revelation will gently come forward to heal your broken heart. Become one with your feelings. Becoming one with your feelings is a crucial step on the path of life. So interesting and so perfect that this is the card that I cut to, because I let go of an outcome of this idea. And a pattern. I'm releasing a pattern of continuing to put energy and effort in a direction where I am not seeing anything move at all. So, I might be inspired to start putting energy and effort into, like, what I'm seeing and what I've said a few times is throwing spaghetti on the wall and just doing different things. In fact, I said this to myself a couple days ago. I want to try something new every day. And I'm doing it. And it's when I hit record. I have no idea what's going to come next. And I'm just allowing myself to let it flow. And it is amazing, the synchronicities that flow. This is perfect. This card is so perfect. The gentle mermaid in this card has lost her hope. That's the feeling I felt today. Letting go of a vision, an outcome, feels like lost hope to me. But then that feeling quickly opened up into just spaciousness, which then wanted to fill up with action and what I want to do now instead. And then I quickly recognized that. And I said, nope, that's it. I'm done. No more energy and effort going outward. I don't need to do that. And then I just breathed a big sigh of relief and said, I'm just gonna be me and flow and see what comes next. Without expectation, without needing a vision for what it needs to look like. And here I was kind of getting excited about the idea of creating a new vision board. And I was actually looking around for items or things that I could use, like magazines or newspaper, that I could look through to see if there were things I could use to create a vision board. But what ended up happening instead is that I have this little tablet of colored paper, and I took pages of that out and started cutting out hearts. And I made a whole bunch of hearts. I just cut out a bunch of different colored hearts. And I used it as my background for my first hit record with Psychic Songbird episode. Or transmission. I'm going to call them transmissions because they are transmissions. I hit record and I allow my soul to transmit whatever it wants to send through me. In whatever way. So today we ended up pulling out a tarot card. And there might be another one. I'm getting a gut tug. I love pulling cards. It's so much fun to me, and I haven't done it in a really long time. I also have a bag of runes. Ooh, there's some rose quartz runes in the other room I received as a gift from a really great friend. And it might be fun on my birthday today to pull those runes, pull from that bag of runes. So I'm going to go grab them. Pausing. Wow, that was a long pause. And when I paused it, it was exactly 27 minutes. Exactly. And I paused for approximately 47 minutes. Yeah, I never did find the rose quartz runes that I was looking for. Instead, I was led to an extension cord I needed to plug in out here because this phone was going down to like 16%. And so I thought, thank you, Team Quad. I knew I needed to do that. My teriyaki salmon bowl was in the oven warming up for me to eat. I sat and ate that. And I got an idea for all of these little Coke bottle lids that I've been saving. And yeah, okay, now I'm pulling out the runes that are in here, which are not the rose quartz. These are my other runes that I've had the longest. And I'm curious about what the card is on the other side of the deck that I split. I have not looked yet. But I just know it's going to apply to today. And by the way, I want to mention, if you are watching the video or listening to the audio from the video, it is not the complete audio. There is more audio. I have a backup audio that I wear on me, and I did not pause that for the 47 minutes. It captured everything that I was doing. Honestly, it wasn't very eventful for this time, but sometimes there are some golden nuggets that appear. I can't remember if I had any, to be honest with you, but it flowed even more. I found the extension cord. I was led to so many things. Oh, and then I went in, I had the vision of the cat as I was eating. I got the vision of the cat, Hazel, the kitten, sitting on the windowsill, and I had opened it up to air out the house because it smells like cleaning products. And that's when I found the extension cord as I was going around all of the rooms, trying to find a room that had windows with screens in them. And not one single window in this house has screens. So I opened the kitchen one, and I remembered, and I also opened the bathroom one, which is up high. But the kitchen one is where Hazel can jump up on the windowsill, and I had a vision of her sitting there thinking about climbing out that window because there's no screen. And of course, when I went back in there she was sitting on that windowsill. So I've just brought the window down enough that she can't get through it. And then I went to turn the oven off. And when I hit cancel, it showed 111 on the stove. So that happened. And now I just gave you the summary so you don't have to listen to 47 minutes of me just sitting here eating food from the audio. But sometimes the audio will have even more information. And in this case, I just shared it all with you. And perhaps I'll do that every time as I come back from a pause that I continue to record on audio. Because I've got my sock pocket that I created to wear around my neck when I walk around and want to channel information or journal information, document what's been going on in my life. All right, let's see what rune we have. Oop, 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 I feel it. Oh, I saw this one recently on a tarot reading on YouTube. I don't know all of the names by heart, so let's look it up in the book. Page 117, Jera. Jera. Harvest, fertile season, 1 year. A rune of beneficial outcomes. Interesting, because I was just letting go of outcomes today, and I had a feeling I was going to be hearing more about what that's actually going to do for me. A rune of beneficial outcomes. Jera applies to any activity or endeavor to which you are committed. Love, 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 love in the highest octave. That's what I'm committed to. Be aware, however, that no quick results can be expected. A span of time is usually involved, hence the keywords 1 year. And the keywords on this one are harvest, fertile season, 1 year. It's number 13, Jera, Jera. You have prepared the ground and planted the seed. Now you must cultivate with care. To those whose labor has a long season, a long coming to term, Jera offers encouragement of success. Know that the outcome is in the keeping of providence and continue to persevere. Remember the old story about the farmer who was so eager to assist his crops that he went out at night and tugged on the new shoots. There is no way to push the river. Equally, you cannot hasten the harvest. Be mindful that patience is essential for the recognition of your own process, which, in its season, leads to the harvest of the self. There is no reversal on this one the way this is. On the others, it shows a reversal reading. Be mindful that patience is essential for the recognition of your own process, which, in its season, leads to the harvest of the self. I definitely feel a harvesting of myself, that's for sure. That was awesome. Okay. I'm wondering if there's more, and I'm getting my head nod. Oh yeah, the card. The card on the other side of this deck that I cut. Let's see what we've got here, shall we? And it is Alice in Wonderland, the 10 card. I had a feeling it was going to be a nice outcome because the other one is what I just went through. And this card is the benefits of going through what I just released. Alice in Wonderland, 10. When the beloved children's story Alice in Wonderland begins, Alice is sitting next to her sister on a hot summer's day by a riverbank. Later, when her epic adventures in the realm of dreams and kaleidoscopic visions are over, she returns to exactly the same spot by the river's edge. Her psychic journey with the white rabbit, the March hare, Tweedledum and Tweedledee, and the mouse and the caterpillar, the Cheshire cat, figures shaped like cards led by the Queen of Hearts, and other bizarre characters, has been a complete circle, a spiral dance of the mind, a circular odyssey. Everything about Alice in Wonderland brings us back to the image for the 10th card of the major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. Children have always adored merry-go-rounds. Ferris wheels, and magical spinning wheels of all kinds. The ancient Wheel of Fortune is a symbol of the numerous experiences, ups and downs, of a lifetime. The wheel of many lives, the spiritual reality of reincarnation, coming after the Hermit card, and I've definitely been in hermit mode, which signifies humanitarian service and illumination to the world. The Wheel of Fortune suggests the need to prepare oneself for a future incarnation and the greater spiritual life ahead. Two characters at the start and end of Alice in Wonderland particularly stress the higher keynotes of this card. The White Rabbit, who leads Alice in Wonderland, pulls a watch out of his pocket and keeps saying that he is late for an important date. This emphasizes the keynote of time, the great cycles of minutes, hours, days, months, and years, the wheels upon wheels of duration that appear to fill eternity. The outer clock has become suspended as Alice falls down the rabbit hole into another dimension of time. Later on, the strange figure of the Queen of Hearts keeps saying, "Off with her head." It seems that the thinking and intellectual aspects of the brain must be put on hold at this stage of reality. One must somehow become a true Queen of Hearts and penetrate to the center of life where the pulse of life is strongest. Ironically, by the story's close, Alice, on the verge of reawakening, sees the entire pack of cards from her dream rising up in the air and falling upon her. It is fascinating to note that the Alice in Wonderland card is midway at the center of the journey through the major arcana, and that Alice's cards are surrounding her. A larger theme of Alice in Wonderland is that all of life can be likened to a dream. Plato, Shakespeare, and other authors have pointed us in this direction, and Lewis Carroll, in real life a tutor of mathematics and librarian named Charles Dodgson, created his adventures for Alice Liddell, an English child in 1864. Carroll loved the world of games and enjoyed inventing novel approaches for the imaginative amusement of children. The constant play on words in the story is extraordinarily profound and reveals the circuitous logic and playfulness in language. When this card appears in your reading, see your life from a higher perspective. Explore the realms of dreams and visions that are expanding your awareness at this time. Good fortune may be just around the corner. Anticipate a turning of the wheel of fortune in your favor. Be the eternal optimist. Know that the power of prosperity consciousness is your ace in the hole. Take advantage of golden opportunities coming your way. Good luck is on your side. Traditional tarot archetype, the Wheel of Fortune, planetary ruler, Jupiter. Alice in Wonderland. I knew there was going to be an awesome card that was underneath that deck. I knew it. Whoa! Okay. I just spilled my kombucha bottle of water. I did not bring the lid out. And I remember specifically looking at that thinking, I didn't put my lid on that bottle. And that was my nudge that I should have done that. And I would not have ended up spilling it right now if I had done that. I get these little internal nudges and sometimes I ignore them. And then I find out, ooh, that was one that would have been better to listen to. Yeah. Okay. Wow. We're going on 39 minutes here. There we go. 39. That feels good. Is there anything more you want to bring through before I end this free flow session, this free flowing session after hitting record? And you know, I love that name, Hit Record, because in hitting record, I never know when what might come through me are ideas or pieces or parts of a hit record. Yeah, double meaning for hit record, hit record. I am here to hit record and to create hit records. Yeah, baby. All right, this is a good place to stop. Lana Love, aka Psychic Songbird, Matchmaker Medium, Universal, Bachelorette Unlimited, Magic Love Monkey. Hey, I'm multidimensional, and so are you. You be you, and live your dreams now. Until next time.